body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. We've still got zeros on the board. Puck scooped up by Fabro. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. And they take possession off the draw here in their own end. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-off at the other end. Offense his own face-off, and he wins the draw.
Ozone face-off, James. Critical time to gain possession with that clean win, and with a tired group, they get that puck moving around and a real opportunity on net.
Takes it from the other side of the blue line. And there's a shot! And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Minnesota's going to start with the puck in their own end. Picked up along the wall by Marchenko. Shot! And he was ready for that one!
Well, you don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. That's exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you got to be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Minnesota's got a hold of the puck. And it's a quick pass to Bogosian. And he slides it quickly to Middleton. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Shredden's got the puck. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Grabs the puck. Sends it over to Shredden. Gaining momentum along the wing. Shot! And misses over the net! The Wild have taken to the offensive attack. Denied that one. Angles it over to Severson. And now it's grabbed by Brodin. Loves the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Here's a save by Greaves. Carrying the puck deep inside his own end. Went for the dirty dangle and it goes sideways.
Olivier is known for his creativity, and he tries one too many moves there, and he loses the puck.
Here's a shot! Off the mask of the goaltender. Scores! Dollar Bill Kirill does it again. Kaprizov lights the lamp.
Always hated it when you went to practice the next day and you were exposed in the video room, James. And this is what's going to happen here because it is a lack of coverage in their own zone. You cannot wander away from the middle of the ice. And because they're so puck-focused, they give up a primetime scoring chance. And guess what? As a result, there's a goal.
And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. And he sidesteps the check there. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. Hartman's getting handed an unsportsmanlike.
Well, it's kind of hard to protect a one-goal lead when you're sitting in the box and your team's short-handed, James. The PK unit's going to have to find a way to stave off the power play here and get the job done.
Columbus is set to go back to work on the power play.
Well, it's time to be opportunistic on the power play here, James. You have an opportunity to get the equalizer. It all starts with the face-off, though. You want to get to your set spots right away and attack the net.
And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. Greaves has the puck and holds on for a whistle. Foligno's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Columbus has the puck in their own end. Sends it over to Johnson. Shot! And he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
Minnesota's got the puck against the half wall. And that's turned aside by Greaves. We're He's taking it from his own end. Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. And he'll likely feel that one in the morning. And the one-goal deficit stays intact as the power play fails to execute.
Well, often in hockey we say timing is everything, and when you're down by a goal and you have an opportunity on the power play, you have to cash in, and the whole bench knows that that was a missed opportunity.
Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. And that concludes the first 20 minutes of play. Second period action. Stick around. And we're about set to drop the puck here on period number 2. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. But how do you sum up things so far here, partner? We've seen a period played already.
The Blue Jackets didn't handle the puck very well at all that period, James. I mean, you got to own it, you got to manage it, and then you got to do something with it. They got to be better in the second.
Fires it on net. Big time stop.
This is just a fantastic drive to the net here, James. I love his stick placement relative to his body position. This is a textbook shield to get the shot off.
Beautiful read in the defensive end by Kaprizov. And there's the whistle icing the call. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Minnesota's ahead 1-0. And there's a little boost from off the wing as the centers were tied up there. Puck grab by Hartman. Nice feed from the right wing. Look at this. There's the score! Johnny on the spot. He tucks in the rebound.
I love that when there's a shot, he just doesn't stand around looking. He gets his feet moving and he tracks it, he hounds it. He's relentless, James, and he finds it and he puts it in the back of the net.
Minnesota's got to be feeling good about how their game is going tonight, extending the lead to 2.
And I think there's a bit of relief here, James. I mean, when you've been peppering the goaltender all night long and you're not being rewarded for it, sometimes it can go the other way, but they execute on that one and they give themselves a cushion.
Beautiful 360 with the puck. And that goes off a player in front.
Eriksson Ek moving pretty slowly out there, really looks shaken up.
The Blue Jackets will play it from the point. To the front! And he opts to wait for more support. Puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to do it over from center. Takes the puck at the point. And he dodges the poke check there. Minnesota's got the puck in their own end. Grabbed along the boards by Brodin. Tried to make a move and the puck hops away. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Boldy. And they send it right back to him. Boldy's got it in the offensive zone. The Blue Jackets gain control of the puck against the wall. From center they get into the attacking area. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Quick pass to Tarasenko. Goodbranson's got it against the boards. Passes it in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Oh, and another beauty stop right there. Through the offensive zone and behind the net now. That's a paddling.
When the puck's in the low slot, the goaltender gets right out next to the shooter and makes the save.
Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession. Taken by Middleton. Columbus takes possession of the neutral zone. Here they come on the attack. Columbus has it. Poked away in the neutral zone by Trennan. The Wild have taken possession along the wall. Denies the shooter on that play. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Blocked, and he may have to stop
think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
McCarron's got the puck now in his own end. And that's intercepted. Columbus with possession in their own zone. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Beautiful defensive effort. And not much on that one. Here's a chance behind the net. Backhand with intention. Relentless pressure in the defensive end. And he moves the puck across the blue line out of the defensive zone. And he takes the feed. Quick feed to Provorov. Too many bodies in the way. Works it across to Hartman. And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off.
Eriksson Ek's a fierce competitor who wants to stay in the game, James. But if you look back at this last sequence where he's injured, you know that he's really struggling and laboring and needs to make his way to the bench.
Minnesota's been putting lots of pucks on net all night long, and they lead it here late in the second. Puck picked up by Provorov. Oh, look at this. Poked away in the defensive end. Minnesota's looking to break out. He looks deep to Kaprizov. And that's deflected. Referee's hand shoots high in the air. Looks like we got a tripping penalty coming up. 2 periods down. 1 more to go. Both teams have time to get a refresh, and we'll be back for period number 3. I'm fired up. I know you're fired up for this too. Columbus opens the period with the man advantage, and they've won the draw to start. The Blue Jackets looking against the half wall. Whistling in close. Oh, how about that for sacrifice?
Well, on a PK, you have to sacrifice. And wait a second, James. I believe there's going to be a call right there. An infraction happens.
There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. The Wild have to serve 2 for tripping.
Well, the official is right there to make the tripping call, and it's a pretty easy one as the stick gets caught up in his opponent's skates.
Columbus has lots of time for this 5-on-3.
Oh, and that is a lot of time on a 5-on-3. You have to have a sense of urgency here, though, because if you pop one by, you still have the man advantage.
And he slides it quickly to Faber. Couldn't catch up to that pass. The Blue Jackets gain possession along the wall. And he takes the feed. Here's a shot. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. And he makes the save on that play. Trying to get back on the attack now. The Blue Jackets will play it against the boards. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Hartman's back out onto the ice, and they will continue to play shorthanded here. Loses the coverage there. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Garland. Provorov's caught with the hook, and the officials saw it. And the officials will pass the sentence here. The Wild have been handed 2 minutes for hooking.
He's been agitated and undisciplined all night, putting his team in a vulnerable position as he takes another one.
Face off, and it's a 5-on-3 man advantage, but they don't have much time to work with it.
A short 5-on-3 here, on the stick, off the stick. You're not going to have a lot of time to move the coverage, so driving it towards the net and crashing it is key.
Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. Scores on the man advantage and put one home.
And this is exactly why you spend so much time in practice working on specialty teams, James. You can see that good movement to open up lane, just disrupt the box there, and they're able to cash it in.
And they're going to go after that. And boom goes the dynamite after that one. Wow.
Oh, yeah, and he drops, right? And this can happen. Anytime you drop the gloves, there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. Well, he's on the losing end of it.
Yep.
The Blue Jackets keeping their fan base in this game, and anytime there's a fight, you can feel the energy in the building, especially when you're the home team. It's electric in here.
And they take control of the puck here in the neutral zone. Rips it from the blue line, and that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net.
Monahan stick breaks, and he's logged it back to the bench and gets a new one. Wow, he gets back into the play quickly.
And that's a great heads-up play by Spurgeon. Kaprizov's going to play it against the half wall. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
There's another stop. Under all sorts of pressure.
Reeves steals one with that incredible save, James, and his team knows it. You can see him puff out his chest. He's playing with a little bit of swagger now, and everyone in front of him knows that they got to energize. They got to elevate their game.
Gets the puck over to Matejchuk. The Blue Jackets take it along the wall. Quick shot. Oh, what a stop. Monahan's working it around in the corner. Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Taken along the wall by Brodin. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Made that stop. Slides into Coyle. Columbus is in the offensive zone. Minnesota's got the puck along the wall. Looks to pass it to Foligno. Here he is. Takes the shot. What a stop as he puts out the fire. Intercepted in the offensive end by Foligno. Hammers the one-timer. Oh, and he stops that one. That was served up with a whole lot of spice.
It's a low-scoring affair out there, and not for the lack of entertainment and high-quality chances. Just both teams unable to finish when they get into the wheelhouse around the goaltender. This can be extremely frustrating, but nonetheless, they just got to take a breath and find a way to finish.
The Blue Jackets carried along the wall. Sneaks by the poke check. Here's a short pass to Jenner. Takes a shot. Gets in front of it by laying out. Muffs the shot attempt.
This is my kind of play, James. You got to get in the shot lanes late in the third period. You're trying to preserve a lead, and what it does just ignites everyone on the bench. That's a huge play.
The Wild have the puck in the open ice. They've got some momentum here. Scooped up along the wall by Jenner. The Blue Jackets have the puck in the corner. Slides it diagonally to Tarasenko. Reeves is on the bench. The extra attacker's out. With the puck inside the defensive zone. Slides it on over. A chance to end it. Oh, he can't connect. The Blue Jackets have it behind the cage. Garland's moving the puck through his own zone. Shakes off the coverage. Here's a centering pass. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Tries to feed it over to Tarasenko. And that's taken away in the offensive end by Johnson. Nearing the final 60 seconds in this one. Minnesota's got it in their own zone. Dishes it off. That knocks them off the puck. 49 seconds to go. They've really scores! A massive goal here in the third, and we're tied.
Yeah, and they're on their toes now. Their opponent are on their heels, and this is the critical time of the game now. Face-off gets set up, they'll want possession. Well, there's no sitting back with the extra attacker out. It's all about urgency, being 2-3 on a puck, finding ways for the retrieval, and then going north, heading north to be able to execute. I mean, you needed a goal. You got to find a way to attack the net.
Columbus has tied the game, and guess what? We aren't going home yet.
Yeah, no, we're not, are we, James? We're back in this game, and this is exactly where we want to be. When you have two teams going head-to-head like this is what it's all about.
Let's go. Woo! And a great save.
Reeves has been great tonight, James, and you can't ask more of your tender than that. I mean, he's been under siege in terms of the shots. He's making key saves and timely ones at that. Now it's his team to back him up and find a way to get going north.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Unloads it, and that's blocked away. They score! A clutch goal gives them the lead.
Well, it's very timely, isn't it, James? To give them the lead and also the confidence that they've shown these past few shifts. So much pressure when the time and clock is ticking down, and you have to have a sense of urgency, and they had just that. They score the goal-ahead goal, and you can see how excited they are. They'll have to keep their emotions in check. They need to close this one out.
All hands on deck here as the extra attacker is now out. Breaks up the pass on the defensive zone. It's in the back of the net for an own goal.
Oh, that's such a deflating goal. You can see it in the body language on the bench. You pull your goaltender to create some push. Instead, it's in the back of your net.
Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. The Blue Jackets win the draw here in the neutral zone. Oh, and he whiffs! This has been a barn burner tonight as the horn sounds, and we are going to overtime. If you thought this was dramatic, you ain't seen nothing yet. Stay with us. Overtime is underway here. Hughes moves the puck. Right on Main Street and on the attack. Hughes plays the puck. Puts it on net. Oh, gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net. Oh, wow, stops him again. What a stop.
Beauty save path there. He's really owning his crease.
Columbus brings the puck in from center. He grabs the puck here at the point. And now it's grabbed by Marchenko. Big time stop there.
I don't think we talk often.
He's got a chance to win it here. What? Scores! What an OT winner! A tenacious effort, and they get rewarded with the OT victory.